Hey, welcome everybody. It's an hour before we normally have been with you. It's episode 250. It's Carm Capriato. It's Town Hall Academy. Do we earn enough respect? Now that is such an interesting title. Hopefully we have you kind of engaged into what are we going to talk about, but do we earn enough respect in our community? And we've got a great panel, two extremely qualified shop owners that are going to be on to talk about it. And we're coming to you live from the Remarkable Results Radio podcast studio, more commonly called the Carm Cave. And glad to have you all here. I'd like to introduce you to my guests today. Charlie Marcotte, President, American Pride. Hi, Charlie.
Hey, Carm. How you doing?
Great, man. Thanks for bringing me this this topic. We've talked about it a lot. I hope this comes off exactly how we intend it to. 4-location multi-shop owner, Virginia, Yorktown, in Yorktown, Williamsburg, Toano, right? And Newtown.
Yes, that's right.
In 1990, Charlie and his dad, Chuck, started working on cars from a 10x10 storage unit in Williamsburg, and the rest is history.
Thank you.
His son Andrew is his general manager, and Dustin Brown is here. Hello, Dustin.
Hey, Carm. How are you, sir? Good to be here.
Glad to have you here. Brand new voice on the podcast from Brown Auto Experts, multi-shop owner, 3 locations in New Mexico, Albuquerque, the village of Los Ranchos, and Rio Rancho. Dustin and Nolan Brown are brothers, and they're third generation mechanics, and their dad started in what, 1982?
86. He's
in 86.
Opened the shop in 86, but he started doing it when he was a boy, just like we did, right?
Got it. Glad to have you here. Boy, guys, if anyone's with us out there, and I know social media is kind of going to be buzzing a little bit today and watching it during the weekend and stuff. And if you're watching, check in with your city, give us a like, a comment, and or a share. That would be nice. Last week, Tracy and I were at Apex, and she produced this really incredible vlog, Apex 2021. It's only about 4.5 minutes long. You got to watch it, because as you watch it, you're going to see a ton of people that I know that you know. So, hey, we're ready to rock on. Let's just pay a little homage to our partners here on the podcast. You know, here's a little tip for you. Sell with clicks, not calls. Showcase your technical expertise and get to yes faster. With Shopware's online interactive repair orders, you'll put your value at your customers' fingertips. Book a demo. Check it out at getshopware.com. Hey, do you lie awake at night wondering why your competitors have hundreds of 5-star reviews, but you only have a few? Well, rest easy. With Broadly, Broadly gets you more online reviews and a whole lot more people coming to your shop. On the web, check them out at getbroadly.com/chat. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and thanks. Hey, next Tuesday, Aftermarket Weekly, we're going to do a live shop tour with Marianne Croce at Croce's Transmissions in Norwalk, Connecticut, and we're going to talk about some really cool business stuff. And next week, same time, or actually we're back to noon. We're back to noon next Friday. Growing sales from a new location. Trust me, Dustin and Charlie, you can both tell me how that thing works. And I think it's really important when people do that expansion thing, and it is really hot right now. What do you have to do in order to generate sales? If from a brand new, if you will, greenfield up, or a business that you purchase. So that's next Friday. Hey guys, we're here to talk about earning enough respect in community, and I want this episode to go beyond the what we do, the how we do it, and the who we do it with, to the why. And there's so many people. Well, I give. I have the Little League. I've got I got the 4x8 in the back of the Little League, and every once in a while someone comes in and I give them $20 for this or a coupon for that. And the point is there's more we can do. So Charlie, Dustin, let's start the show off with why you do what you do. Charlie?
Well, Dustin and I trained together through the Transformers Institute, and we tend to sit next to each other. Over the years, I've developed a lot of respect for the way Dustin and his brother Nolan operate their company. And I think maybe New Mexico is a state that has some very, very tight communities, maybe more so than where I'm from in Virginia. So it might be easier for them. I'm not sure. Maybe Dustin can speak if he goes out and looks for the opportunity. But Dustin and Nolan are always finding ways to connect their brand to their community. And as a result, we've seen their company grow tremendously. Do you feel, Dustin, that your community is tighter than some other states that you've visited?
I absolutely feel that way. New Mexico has their own culture, their own image, their own attitude, almost even our own language to some regards, Spanglish is very huge out here. So yeah, we are very unique, and the community loves getting together here. They love supporting each other. We are not a very wealthy state or wealthy community, so there's a lot of giving back that people like to do, and just to kind of help their neighbors, for sure. So,
Guys, I can't
so
help but think it's in the heart. There's more in the heart than giving a coupon to somebody who comes in looking for a donation for a raffle or a giveaway for a pancake breakfast. Okay, but to do what you guys are doing to that degree has, in my opinion, one of the strongest whys. Charlie, I don't think you do this because you want industry recognition, although you get it. I think it's more deep down inside from your heart and wanting to help people.
I think all business owners, after a while, they start to question what their contribution has been, and how am I going to be seen by others? When it's all over with. We'd all love to hear, "Well done, good and faithful servant." I see the opportunities in owning a business tremendous in supporting our community. I think the two just go hand in hand. And it makes you feel great. We as business owners have so many things that we're trying to juggle at the same time, whether we're hiring or trying to retain or advertising or trying to retain those customers who've come in, or dealing with a couple of mistakes we may have made. I mean, you're just always looking at the optics of all that you do. And we have found that when you couple it with a strong community connection, everything just seems to work better. Employees want to come to work for you. Your employees that you have already want to stay with you. Customers are more forgiving for a mistake that you may have made. And the word of mouth growth is just tremendous. It's like putting gas on a fire. So yeah, while I would like to be seen as an asset to the community, it's also smart business. I'm not going to try to conceal it as anything, but it's not just one or the other. It's everything.
I would like to bring up too is when you think about why we do this, and Charlie mentioned us being involved in transforming the auto repair industry. And part of that, when I think of that term, I think of transforming our reputation in the industry. Okay. Part of our mission statement is to be a leading example in the auto repair industry. There's negative connotations that come along with auto repair, right? We cannot get away from that. It's been given to us over years and years and years. And so we need to be working to improve our reputation. And that gets done by showing the community that we're good, honest guys. We're your neighbors. We're here trying to make an honest living and to give back to the community as best as we can. I also want to give Charlie some credit for starting Transportation Matters. I don't know if anybody's aware, how many people are aware. I know people are, but that blew me away when he showed me that program that he has. Because how do you running 4 stars and finding time to get that off the ground, which is amazing. So, so I want to give some respect to Charlie on that end. But really transforming the industry, helping people see that we're good people, we're good guys. We want to give back, we want to be involved, and we enjoy doing it.
Yeah, I think both of you know Dwayne Myers, right?
Oh, yes.
There's another guy who should have really been on here with us. I think Dwayne's hanging out with us in social media or watching this. So Dwayne, high fives to you. It was great to see you at Apex last week. Think about what his slogan in his company is, where customers become our friends.
Mm-hmm.
And he's huge in community. I don't think they do one thing in the realm of marketing their company if it doesn't involve community. And that's the point of the episode. Charlie says, listen, we've got to get to the people. Carm, you're advancing the aftermarket with your podcast, and Transformers is, transforming the aftermarket. There is such a groundswell of change going on. As long as we can get some people out there to listen and say, you know what? This is the episode. Charlie and Dustin convinced me that we've got to stop what we're doing and really have it be larger than life. It's got to come from our heart. Then check a box and give a coupon, or here's $100. Put my ad in the end zone at the ballpark. We need to fix people's cars. We need to give vehicles away. We need to invest in all of these other communities that are helping people. And Charlie, I think it's a perfect time to talk about your 10-year goal of how much money you want to raise for local nonprofits.
Well, so in this business, I guess probably in any business, you measure everything. And about 7 years ago, we set a 10-year goal of giving away $320,000. Now, 10 years ago, we had two shops. $320,000 seemed like an insane amount of money. But you set a goal and you track yourself. I'm happy to say that we are ahead of schedule. And the success of that has been in our process, which we tie our business and our services to the giving that we do. As you mentioned, it's easy to just give a check, to the cute little league boys who come by looking for a handout. And while that's a very good thing to do, it doesn't necessarily equate to more business. So if you use your business for good, the more your business succeeds, the more your business grows, the more good you can do. Profit is a good word. It's used all throughout the Bible. So our goal, we accomplished that we started a program called State Inspections for the Community. In Virginia, we have mandatory annual state inspections. It's $20, is what the customer pays. We pay our technicians a half of an hour. So those of you shop owners are thinking, what? You pay a half an hour and you collect $20? That's terrible. I wouldn't do any state inspections. Well, we see it as a tremendous opportunity. 9% of all of your area needs a state inspection this month, if everybody is equally dispersed. So there's tremendous opportunity. And of that $20, we set aside $5. So our customers know this. We promote this. The image that you see up on the screen right now are just random pictures of us giving away checks to nonprofits from the funds that we have set aside from state inspections. So we tell our customers it's a way to make the mundane, which is the state inspection, meaningful, which is to support your local nonprofits. So it just gives them a reason to choose us as opposed to the competition. It's a lot of fun. It's great branding opportunity. And it was just our creative way of tying our services to the support that we give the community that supports us.
High fives. I looked at the website today and I looked at all of that, and that's a page on your website, but you also have a special link, State Inspections for Our Community, right?
Yes, that's correct.
If you're watching and you don't do anything like this, just think Charlie has set a bar.
Yes, he has, right?
He set a bar. Now look, not every state has inspections, so you could come up with something where a chunk of some service, could be an oil change, can go to a specific community. I mean, it's not hard to think this through, Dustin, is it?
No, it's not. And I was doing the math. You give $5 per inspection. $5 of that $20 you give to a nonprofit, correct, Charlie?
Yes.
Oh, so I just did the math. You only get $320,000. That's 64,000 inspections.
Wait a minute. I did the other. The other math that I did is he loses money on every state inspection.
It's awesome. You
I
know,
It's
know.
okay though. That's okay.
I know.
we make it up in volume.
It's amazing. That is
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
You
Uh,
mentioned the boys over at Dynamic Auto, Dwayne, Lee, and Jose,
Sure.
and they really know how to connect with their community. Also, Dustin had mentioned, while we're supporting our communities, we're also trying to transform the industry because they have a bad reputation. That bad reputation is because they've earned it, from times in the past. But it takes a while to erase those mistakes. What we're doing through our efforts, hopefully other shop owners can gain some inspiration and they can pick a fight of their own. What are they going to go after? Are they going to go after breast cancer? Are they going to go after homelessness? Maybe, food, deprivations within their community. There's opportunity everywhere.
Yeah.
And if we're trying to grow our business based on the services that we provide only, you're just like everybody else. The independents, we're not each other's competition. The competition is the new car dealer. What we can do on our level, boots on the ground, allows us to compete with a new car dealer in a way that they can never compete back with us. This is our opportunity to be significant and to give our customers a reason to choose us as opposed to the competition. It's not rocket science. It's a lot of fun for any shop owner who's seeking significance and who wants to grow their company, to retain their people, to gain more favor with their customers. We're an open book. And, Carm, what you're doing by spreading this word across the industry is tremendous. I mean, it's giving Dustin and I a chance to, get up on top of the mountaintop and share what we're doing. We really appreciate that.
You guys should be very, very proud of what you do. Dustin, the Albuquerque Christian Children's Home. Tell us about your primary charity.
Yeah, we were doing a lot of stuff historically, right? We Roadrunner Food Bank, breast cancer awareness, you name it, right? It seemed like we were getting pulled in a lot of directions. I found a choose one. I just chose one. And when you donate to some of these big organizations, maybe 20% of what you donate gets to the people in need. So I found it important to pick a local nonprofit, and this is a children's home. It helps with orphan kids from all ages, all the way up to teenagers, and they help give back. They help the kids with helping their past, mending their past, and building their future. Right. So whenever we can help with that organization, I focus primarily on those guys. Currently, we're going to be collecting truckloads of consumables. You think children's home, they want toys, they want blankets, they want clothing. No, they want paper towels, paper plates, dishwashing
Right.
soap, all this stuff that they blast through all year long. So we're going to we've already started marking it. We do that for in November and December. So that way I'm not picking something random to give back, which a few years back it seemed like that's what we're doing. And then we also, you always think about this time of year, right? Giving back to the community. It's Thanksgiving right around the corner, Christmas right around the corner. So this helps us kind of spread it out throughout the year as well. I was thinking, why do we always just want to give back to our community when it seems like, oh, this is the time to market giving back to community? No, the community needs your help all year long. So we work with these guys throughout the whole year, whether it's their spring pancake breakfast fundraiser they put together, helping them with the groundskeeping at the home, anything we can throughout the year. If they need something, they give us a call. We're right there for them.
Dustin, a little bit on actually how it works. Are you asking your customers to help with a paper towel or dishwashing soap and all those great consumables? Or are you just going out? Are you the person that's buying all the paper towels at BJ's, Costco, and Walmart?
No, we're email blast to customers. We ask them for donations. They come in, they bring them, and they're happy to do so. And it's amazing because everyone thinks toys and clothes. So our customers are like, wow, this makes a lot of sense to bring these guys these consumable stuff, and they will boxes and boxes I will get from my customers that just help donate and help make it a successful drive.
That's but guys, this is just truly incredible. I've known that you guys have done this, but I am not sure we have enough inside our industry stepping to the plate and doing this. And if we want to lift the image of our industry, and for all the right reasons, become closer, like Dwayne says, customers become friends. Let them see you do this. Let them get on that train that you guys have stoked to help the community. I would be very disappointed in my mission to advance the aftermarket if a bunch of you that are listening right now don't. Again, you said it perfectly, Dustin. It's the holidays. We should be doing this. No, maybe the excuse is now, but don't stop in January. Find something to let it continue. Charlie, I know we changed the time of our show here today so that it allows you some time to get out to do something very special today at 2:00. Tell us about it.
Let me tell you one story first. I'm sorry,
Sure.
before I forget. But
Yeah.
New Mexico, my experience has shown me that it's a very unique community. They truly love each other in that state. Andrew and I, my son Andrew and I, flew out to Santa Fe one time to help a fellow shop owner hold an event called Family Service Day. The name of the shop was the Auto Angel. The owner's name is Gabriel. And while we were doing this day of service, providing free care for families in need, we were talking. Gabriel and I were talking, and the conversation was around, what else are you doing for your community? It seems like everybody in town loves you guys. What else are you doing? And he said, well, do you guys do paid inspections at your shop? And we have two different levels of inspections. We have the courtesy inspection, which most shops do. And then we have what's called the full health inspection, FHI. So that full health inspection tends to cost the consumer $70, $69. He said, well, we do that paid inspection also, but you know what we charge? A bag of non-perishable goods, groceries, peanut butter, bread, things that we can put into the pantry for the local food drive. And I said, so, how does that work? He says, well, a person comes in, if they want an inspection, we'll suggest that they get the paid inspection and in exchange for a bag of groceries. If they don't have the bag of groceries with them right then, they can bring it back later. But we do a paid inspection. They feel like they're not really having to pay for it because it's not the green money. It's groceries that they know it's going to be going to a good cause. And he says, you know what our average repair order is after a bag of grocery inspection? I asked him, no. I said, what is it? $780. Because the customer has been given permission or given you permission to inspect their entire vehicle. And he responds with, we're not going to come at you with a long laundry list of what's needed. We'll only talk about the three most major things. I mean, it's brilliant. So that's just an example of creativity, along with what you provide for a service in a way that gets complete buy-in from the customer. Gabriel does a great job. Anybody who knows him knows he's a dynamo.
Thank you for that story.
But getting back to your question, what we're doing this afternoon is a car giveaway, and it's a unique one. So it's not me buying a car and giving it away to a family. We try to follow our business model of supporting nonprofits, and frankly, I don't want to be involved in selecting who gets the car because when you do that, you're also deciding who doesn't get the car. So we leave that up to the nonprofit. But I had a customer, like most of us do. His name is Dan. He owns Signature Stone, a granite supply company. His 2015 Escape needed a transmission. Well, this Escape happens to be all-wheel drive, so the transmission it's ridiculous. It's expensive. And he looked at the use of the vehicle, the age, how he needs it or doesn't need it, and decided, I'm just not going to fix it. It's just not worth it to me. So what do I do? What do I do with it? Do I have to just junk it? So he was asking for some advice. And I think we as shop owners hear the same story a lot. So I said, well, let me work on this and come up with a solution, but I think I've got a good idea for you. So I reached out to my friend, Matt Lacey, who owns Lacey Auto Parts. And I said, Matt, I've got an opportunity for you. If you provide me with a transmission, I'll install it for free into a car that's being donated by a local business. So in essence, there's 3 businesses who together are making a donation to this nonprofit, which is the Williamsburg House of Mercy. That nonprofit, their goal is to eradicate homelessness, and they're tied to the largest Catholic church in town. So 4 different entities involved. My cost is the labor. Matt's cost is the transmission. Dan's cost is he's donating his car, but he'll get a full tax write-off. So there's really no cost for him. To make it really beneficial to the other 2 business owners, I've hired a video team to come in this afternoon to talk to us at American Pride, to Matt, to Dan, also to the nonprofit. And they'll be asking questions like, why do you feel it's important to tie your company to your community? Why do you feel it's important for your nonprofit to work with the business community? Questions that will get others hopefully to think about a way, once again, to pick a fight of their own and help out their community. But it's a branding opportunity for us. Those of us who deal with customers every day, we have plenty of opportunities to promote our brand. A person like Matt or Dan with the Granite Company, they don't. They're off a beaten path in an industrial park, but yet they're still doing a lot of business, employing a lot of people. So they can use this video to show who they are as opposed to just what they do. And that brand recognition will help their business do well. And in turn, they can do more for the community. So I love it when a project doesn't really cost a lot from one individual or one entity, but everybody who touches it pulls from it. That's a lot of energy.
Hey, thank you so much, Charlie. I want to take a really quick break here. Dustin, I'd love to have your comments here, but let's thank our partners again. Hey, do you remember the 90s? Well, your shop management system does. Printing paper, shuffling clipboards, leaving voicemails. Hey, grab a paper clip, that is, while you're at it, and pull some trouble codes out of the car. Check the check engine light is flashing and your profits are running lean. Fix it all on the web at getshopware.com. Hey, what's one thing that top auto shops like Urban Auto Care have that sets them apart from the rest? Well, hundreds of 5-star Google reviews, literally. You could have this too on the web at getbroadly.com/chat. We have done a lot on community. Just go to the website, to the resources tab, find the keyword, drop it down, look at philanthropy. These are just 4 examples of episodes that we have done on community. And of course, on the top left corner there, you'll see the gang from Dynamic and all that they do. So, hey guys, I've got like 5 things just brewing out of my head. The video thing, huge, important. We're not doing enough of it, and we should be doing more because I think there's great stories to tell with video. Transportation matters, Charlie. I really would love you to cover that, and of course, Family Service Day. But Dustin, any follow-up on Charlie's thing on giving away vehicles? Have you ever done that?
We've never done much vehicle giveaways ourselves. No. But I do want to kind of follow up on, like you said, the video thing and letting people know, letting the community know what all you do. I think us in the industry and many shop owners do a lot to give back. And we don't like boasting. We don't like patting ourselves on the back. We don't like, hey, look at what we did. We don't like this that kind of response, stroking our ego, for example. However, I mean, if you're going to get the benefit of it on a business side and to help the community receive the benefit as well, you have to let them know. So that's just amazing. We do videos on our social media as often as we can. I'm getting ready to do one next week, just talking about the food. I'm sorry, the drive for all of the materials that the home needs, right? Um, and we're doing it not just for brand awareness, which is a positive side effect on a business side point, but also to let the community know. People don't know, they don't know to ask, and they can't come to us and ask for help, um, especially when it comes to things like what Charlie is doing. I mean, Charlie, how did you find out that the church you wanted to donate this car from to? Right? Is that a church you're involved in, or did somebody reach out to you? And they don't know to reach out to you unless you let them know, right?
That's right. It kind of folds into the title of this episode, which is "Do we earn enough respect?" Earn. That's an action. People would like to receive a lot of respect. I've talked to customers who, sometimes they're very difficult, and you could say, "Wow, that was very disrespectful." Um, we like to lead with who we are whenever we can, because it identifies the culture of your company. Earning is, and you've never really acquired it. You can get to the point where you are respected, but you've got to maintain it. It's something that I think all good business owners are constantly aware of, is earning the respect of each other, of their people, and of their customers. And it's like advertising. You're always looking for content. What can I do to be most effective at earning respect? And it's nonstop. You'll never have it figured out. You can set it aside. It's constant.
So let's convince the audience that video is not hard to do. And the minute you hear video, oh, I've got to have a cinematographer, expensive equipment, all these microphones, flying drones. Explain, Dustin and Charlie, that you got to capture these moments, and it really doesn't. See, thank you. Thank you.
I mean, it is selfie stuff, right? Me and my brother talking to each other for 2 minutes. Hey, we're collecting this stuff. Come by and drop off some paper towels. The home needs it. And we do it in front of the shop, in front of the logo. It's quick. It's natural. It's easy. It's not fake. It's not overproduced. And it's real. And people want that. They don't want something highly polished, right? They want that intimacy that makes them feel more connected to you as an individual. It's what their kids are doing. It's what their parents are doing. It's what their friends are doing. Little video chat stuff. Don't overthink it. Just do it. And then if the first one you stumbled on your words, post it. They're only going to watch it for the first couple days it's on there, and then it gets buried in the rest of social media stuff. Don't overthink it, man. Just do it.
It's easy. Dustin's blooper reel.
Yeah, exactly. No, they do not care. The message gets across. You're genuine. You're a human being. There are certain times, obviously, when you need a professional production, but when you're just kind of going every week or two on social media, you don't overthink it.
I got to Tracy. This is a message to you. We need to save Dad's blooper reels because it's a riot.
That's right.
She probably has some that you don't know she has.
She probably does. I know. Hey, look, Dustin, before we get back to Charlie on the whole video thing, you built a training room, and you're going to not only use it for technician training and stuff, but you're going to use it for something else too.
Yes, we've had this room that needed to be finished for quite some time, and I finally got the push to do it when we got invited to host technician training with Napa. And I'm going to have technicians from all over town come in. I want to make sure my place looks good, so we completely cleaned it up, made it look real nice. And so that's been really exciting to think about what I could use this for. And one thing I've been wanting to do, but I've never had space to do, which I now have, is like new driver training.
Oh, yeah.
Young drivers come in, host a car clinic. This is how you check your tire pressure. This is how you change the spares. This is how you check your oil. Um, have breakfast for the people, and have donuts and bagels and burritos, and
It's a
get a
great idea.
dozen or so people in the neighborhood to bring their young drivers in, and we'll show them how to take care of their car. And then even mechanics kind of 101 for people in the community that just want to know about it themselves, that aren't necessarily new drivers.
The value that I see in that, I mean, it's brilliant. It's not a unique idea. I think there's a lot of people doing that.
Yeah, I agree.
But
Yeah.
but the benefit, first of all, I think you invite the parents because you want them to be there. The kids shouldn't drive there themselves. Make sure the parent comes. Now you've got an exposure to the shop. But finding interns in our industry, and then putting people through an internship or an apprentice program, it's almost like, wow, what is that? That is cool. I mean, it's not what's in the class; it's what happens after the class that could be just as important.
That's right. It could be used as a retention tool. We have such a demand for talent, and to convince young individuals, hey, this is an opportunity to make a good living is definitely a good spin on that as well, for sure.
So, Charlie, you did bring in Cecil B. DeMille to do the video for today?
Well, while I'm a huge believer in what Dustin's saying, I'm also guilty of going over the top sometimes. So I do have a crew coming in only because I'm doing this really as a gift to the nonprofit,
Yeah.
to Lacey Automotive, and also to Signature Stone,
Mhm.
because I really value their participation in this giveaway. So it'll be used several times over. I'm hoping a lot of people see it. I'm hoping that other independent repair shops take a look at it. One reason I think maybe some shop owners don't get involved in doing some of the boots on the ground stuff that we're actually doing right now is for two reasons. One is it's just not their nature. It's not their natural. They're not comfortable doing that. Now, Dustin and Nolan, those guys are the real deal. They're funny. They're cracking up. They love each other, and it shows. They don't have to put on a fake face. Some shop owners are just not comfortable. It's like dancing. You'll never catch me on a dance floor. I am not comfortable dancing, and I'm not going to do it. If you grab a hold of my hand and say, "Oh, come on, it'll be so much fun. Come on, let's go dancing." Nope. I am going to pull back harder. So some things we're just not comfortable with, and that's okay because we know how to delegate. And when you find somebody who is the right person, who is an extrovert, who loves to put on a good show, that's the person that maybe should be tasked with community connection or whatever you want to call it. The second reason is inspiration is soon followed by perspiration. These things that we do, they're a lot of fun, but they're a lot of work, and we're all fairly busy. Last night, I drove that 2015 Escape home last night and spent 5 hours detailing it. It's I love to clean things, so it wasn't really a chore for me. I love to make things better, shinier. But by the time I was done, my wife Diane was in bed. But that extra effort has to go into everything that we do. There's no way around it. But if it's not your thing, you can delegate it and find people to do the work for you if that's how you want to go forward with it. But they shouldn't be seen as excuses not to do something.
I love it. You found a who to help you in the form of a videographer And in the case of Dustin, I love it. We have two completely different views. At one end, get out your phone, and the other end, in this particular instance, Charlie, I see the value in having this professionally done. Hey, have you ever heard of the term "dance as if no one was watching"?
Everybody's watching, Charm. That's the problem. Everybody's watching.
I can show you a few dance moves if you want, Charlie.
All right.
Leave me
all right.
alone, Dustin. I don't want to dance.
Okay.
Next time you get together, I need to hear. I need to have video on that. By the way,
See,
So-
everybody's watching.
Little two-step,
You know-
easy.
so look at. Let me take my final break and come back and talk about some other really important things. Hey, ring ring! It's the 2020s calling, and they're telling you it's time for an upgrade. Head over to the internet and type in getshopware.com. Now, these friendly folks are excited to meet you and share all that cloud-based shop management has to offer on the web at getshopware.com. Hey, Broadly, running a busy shop can be a challenge. Now, with Broadly's web chat feature, you can respond to a customer question right on your phone, anywhere, at any time. Be in touch with their customer inquiries at getbroadly.com/chat. Hey guys, this was great. I love it. I think we have a few more things to discuss. Family Service Day, transportation matters. Charlie, Dustin, why don't you guys just build on that a little bit for me?
So the Family Service Day concept was started when we opened up our second shop. I was very concerned about how long it was going to take to become profitable. And I knew that I had to find a reason for the community to embrace me. So I thought, what is that reason going to be? One morning in the shower, I was just thinking about my past. I was raised by a single mom, me and my three sisters. And there was a time when, she was walking to work while the Chevy Nova sat in the driveway. And she was a dental hygienist, so this is northern New England. She's wearing a white skirt, white leotards. She's walking with a heavy coat, sub-zero temperatures, and the car is broken. But when you can't afford the solution, you just don't ask what's wrong. So, there we were. As a kid, it didn't really mean a whole lot to me. There's a lot that kids don't understand, but as adults, they can look back on those times and they understand the why. So I thought, why don't I take the lessons that I have from my past and use them with the skill set that I have today? So we decided to open up our doors at that new second location and invite in people through a church who needed help, and we provided free automotive care and repair. And it started with no end in mind, without a name. It wasn't called anything back then. But what happened was the community talked about it for months afterwards. If I went to the grocery store wearing my American Pride shirt, the checkout person said, "Oh, you're the ones that do that thing for the single parents." And, they weren't talking about the services that we provide, the oil changes or the repairs or the tires, but they were talking about who we were. And it was then that I knew this thing has some legs. So we gave it a name, Family Service Day, and we did it with our first location. And then we bounced back to the second location, back and forth. When we opened up our third location, we actually cut the ribbon on a Family Service Day because that was who we had become within the community. When I was out with Gabriel in Santa Fe, it was to help him with his Family Service Day. There's been shops all over the country who have done this event. We've given away millions of dollars or over $1 million in services and helped well over 1,000 families through this program. It's just an inspirational way to pick a fight and make a difference within your community.
Have you ever done that, Dustin?
Man, it's hard to keep up with Charlie.
Yeah.
We've done,
But we're
quite a
friends.
bit, not so public. We've definitely done our fair share of helping families in need, but we tend to not have advertised it much, right? Just take care of that fuel pump for her and get him back on the road, uh, which feels good and great. And but there's you're missing some of the marketing opportunities when we do it that way for
Yeah.
sure.
Hey, look at I did an episode. We're in the Remarkable Results Radio. We're into almost at 700, but back in episode 120, your sister Charlie, Susan Hawley, came on to talk about Family Service Day, and I don't know why I've never updated that in all those years, but we've just done it. So thank you for all of that. Guys, do you think we had an impact in today's lesson or story?
I hope so. I think that Dustin and I are pretty easy to reach out to. And I hope that this conversation goes on well beyond the length of your episode. I would love to open myself up for anybody to contact either directly through email, cell phone, through the company, Facebook, you name it, YouTube, and share stories. I'd love to hear your stories on what you're doing in your community, and then how we can spread the word to other shop owners. This industry is getting ready to go through a lot of consolidation. We're already seeing it. We have been seeing it for years. It's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
We're going to be working on more complex cars. We're going to need more talent. We need stronger companies tomorrow, more so than we do today. And we do that by building strength within the community, because they're the ones who support us. They're the ones that allow us to survive. So they're our focus.
I'll make a comment on that. As you said, more complex cars, well, it's going to get costlier to fix them. And we may even find more people with no wheels because they can't afford the kind of, relays, equipment, diagnostic time that goes in them. Perfect time to help communities. Dustin, I'll give you the last word, my friend.
This thing's titled, "Do We Get Enough Respect?" And I think in a lot of ways we do. I mean, I think it is recognizing. Charlie's recognized for what he does, and like Charlie said earlier, we have to earn it, and you have to earn that respect every day and anywhere you're at in your community. Again, following up with Charlie said, we've got so much changes coming into our industry, so many challenges, but yet also a lot of opportunities. Okay, I look at have a very positive outlook on the future of our industry. And I really think the people that are going to survive are the shops that are engaged in the communities, working with the communities, being a part of the community that they're in. And that's going to help deter some of these conglomerates from coming in and really taking over. So, yes, do we get enough respect? If we let people know what we're doing, we're going to get more. So keep sharing what you do, give back to the community, be genuine about it, and have fun doing it, because it's a lot of fun. Charlie, you're gonna have a blast today giving that Ford away. You're gonna be putting your head on your pillow tonight going, man, what a great day this was.
Yeah. I love it. Hey guys, thank you so much. Charlie, thank you for bringing this and pulling this together and highlighting the word earn. You just can't be in business and sit back and wait for the world to come to you. There's no doubt in the kind of business that we are in, we've got to reach out and we've got to help people. And so here's the deal. And I'm going to quote you again, Charlie. I want to suggest, and we had someone comment on the fact that they were inspired and on Monday they're going to do something about it, but take an insight that you got from today, be inspired by it, and then go perspire and put it together.
Fantastic. Cool
We can all stink together.
Yeah. Charlie Marcotte, President, American Pride from Virginia, and Dustin Brown, Brown's Auto Experts from New Mexico. Thanks, guys, for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carm. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Carm. You guys have a great day.